Wiring harness gave out. It started smoking really bad. The bike died all of a sudden. Looked down, there's smoke coming out this side. So I ripped the cover off and couldn't really see what to do, so I just grabbed the negative and yanked it, separated, but that's pretty wild. Fortunately, my way back is mostly downhill, so I can push it.
I was fortunate enough to find some cell service on the hill, so I called my brother and he grabbed my truck and picked me up. Thank you for doing that, Ross. We saw a little critter on the way home, but we got home safe and tore the bike down and started looking at the wire harness, and from the best I can tell, it looks like a solder joint on the ground side in the harness ridged over the positive and just dead short of the battery. Take a look at the fuse holder. The fuse inside is intact, and it's rated for 15 amps, which is what the manual calls for, but didn't seem to do its job, so I'll be replacing that. Decided to cut it back and butt splice it back together and cut in some sections just to restore the length to the harness. Then I put it back on the bike before I wrapped it to make sure that it worked. All the connections were good. There, I'm going to start it. Seems to be doing pretty good. Excited to get this thing back out on the road. And I found this stuff called Tessa tape, which is just a loom wrap, and that did a pretty good job. I'll maybe do an update on that in a couple of years and see how that goes.